goofing around in Concatenation some more. Uh, Last stream was a bit of a mess, but I feel like we learned a lot, so I thought I would see if I couldn't capitalize on some of the things that we learned, see if we could figure out a way to still get some more resources, and try to progress. I don't know where we are. Oh, chat just had like 12 messages show up for a split second there. Anyway, we're in a slightly different spot than we left off. I am down to the south of our usual hangout, at the little abandoned mine colonies base that we passed by a while ago, because I was up in the Windswept Hills area. Oi, Mew! And I was out hunting for materials, which we sort of found. I found a lot of iron. I don't think I found much else. Anyway, I thought I'd head back, because I did want to go and do another sweep through Limbo now that we know a bit more about what's going on over there. So I was down at the ironically placed volcano that we sort of predicted would exist out here, because I was looking for ore, and I found a ton of iron, but not a whole lot else. I think there was a single diamond node that I came across. Oh yeah, I'm talking. I had to break out the crafting table and start like mashing the stuff together into blocks. It was a lot of iron, so that part's cool. Side note: I've been doing a lot of traveling from the looks of it, and not a lot of restocking on food, so I'm not sure how well this trip is gonna go. Let's just eat the fried rice so something bad doesn't happen. I probably didn't need the long-term comfort health regen right now, but I also don't feel like crashing the gyrodyne. I don't remember which of these structures I've gone and like looked and looted through. That was the merchant spot, which I should probably go back and check out now that I have more emeralds. But yeah, I wanted to. Actually, I did kind of want to get a bunch of iron because I wanted to make an anvil and not have to feel gross about how much iron I was using up to make an anvil. I actually started off a little bit before stream started poking around at like the one like village that I knew about and trying to see if they had an anvil. They didn't, so I ended up just wandering off to go look for ore. Yeah, close enough. Sir? Oh, wow. I mean, like, I don't know if I can actually use that, but like, oh, the rubberwood sapling will probably be good too. Wow, he actually has good stuff. What a concept. Let's see how many emeralds we have sitting around. there it is. No room for any of that in there. Which kind of makes me wonder what else I have sitting in here that shouldn't be. Stonecutter probably doesn't need to be in there. I want to grab one of these quarries because I want to test something. I also forgot where I ended up putting those when I was getting things packed up. We do not have a ton of emeralds, which I guess shouldn't be surprising. I haven't really done anything to earn a lot of emeralds. That's me. What's up? Yeah, we don't have any like secret stash of emeralds anywhere, I don't think. We've got that heal scroll, which would be super useful if we got the resources to do like some magic stuff. But oh wow, I actually don't even have enough for the sapling. Alright, might have to do a little more looking around and check under the couch cushions. I don't think I have any more emeralds hanging out anywhere. Let's see. Diamond dust, which is awesome, but I want to take advantage of that later. Nope, 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 and nope. Got a whole lot of other interesting resources. Not so much as far as emeralds, so. I'm thinking about materials. I do still need to make that that storage scanner. I don't remember if I have what I need for it. Actually, basically just a machine frame again. Rose gold, electrum wire. I feel like it's all stuff we've done before, but like... I don't know, I'm not totally sure what's going on with all that. Got a lot of redstone. Okay, let's see. Okay, so 3 electrum wire comes from 1 electrum plate. Oops. Which is actually just, at this point, 1 single electrum bar that we just mashed down. Okay, so let's see. Got gold. And I'm assuming we don't have silver. Oh, no, we have silver. Okay. All right, let's give that a shot then. Maybe, maybe. Hey, look at that. It's not quite as efficient materials-wise as I would have hoped, but what are you going to do? Okay, so we take one of those and stick it into the materials, or the multi-servo press. Should give us a plate, I think, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Right, I do remember now that we finally started to get to the point that not every single one of these processes was physically painful to go through now that we finally are starting to have some of the machines for them. Some of them are okay now. Still lots of other ones that aren't, but, you know, that's fine. Okay, so we stick this on the cutting board, and I look around confused for this thing. There we go. No, not like that. There you go. Okay, how did this go on there again? Okay, I thought that was it, but wanted to make sure. Sticky redstone? We have sticky redstone. Where did it go in the thing? I don't remember. I wasn't paying that close of attention. Why don't I just... Okay, I just remembered I can do a thing, so I can stop doing this. I just pop in here, then I hit A. That saves that specific... No, not that one. That recipe. There we go. So now I can stop doing that over and over again. Okay, rose gold. Do we have rose gold? Also, this is not in the right position. That's not right either. Oh, it's only one sticky redstone. That's why. I somehow mixed the two recipes together. I don't know how I did that. Okay, rose gold is just sticking gold and copper together in the smelter? Yeah, okay. Because I'm assuming we don't have any rose gold sitting around? No. Okay, over to the induction smelter. No? Oh, wait. There's like a ratio, isn't there? Not that. Wait, what? Why isn't it working? It says it should work. That's weird. It's got power. It's not letting me make it. Did I break it somehow? I'd really rather not go through all the trouble of Having to match these up into dust and all this other stuff if I don't have to. Why is that all that brings up? Is that the only way to get that like that? Sir, that is right in my ear. I'm confused. I genuinely don't know why this isn't working. I'm assuming it's that I'm doing something incredibly stupid, but currently don't see it. Okay, wait. The create recipe is 3 to 1. Okay, wait. What is up with this? Like, there's 2 recipes listed, but one of them just, like, fake and doesn't work? That's not very nice. Okay. That's misleading. And then it worked perfectly. Yeah, one of the recipes is just straight up lying to me. Rude. This recipe is fake. Yeah, still need to do some sorting and organizing in here. Also need to figure out what I'm going to do with all this old bronze gear that I had. Anywho, so... Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's the circuit. Still got a whole bunch of other random junk. Which of these would be less painful? Maybe the hardened glass and the steel at this point? I don't know. Hardened glass is already kind of annoying. And that recipe only makes 1. Oh, that recipe is much better. Hooray, once again for the induction smelter. 1 quartz, 1 obsidian, 1 sand. Which of those things do we have just laying around somewhere? I know I saw quartz. Jury's still out about obsidian or sand being readily available. Not looking great on either of those. Don't see any sand anywhere. Bunch of other weird random stuff in my backpack that I wish there was a faster way to get out of my backpack. There's lava, so that's basically the same as having the obsidian hanging around. We just need some sand, which I'm guessing we're going to have to go swimming to go get, because I don't think... Can the pulverizer make sand? I don't remember. The pulverizer can make sand. Okay, then that's definitely the easiest way to do that. Involves a lot less flubbing around out in a river someplace. I'm still kind of annoyed at the fact that we had 2 of those rose gold recipes and one of them was just like a decoy. Oh, hey, I found sand. Like immediately after we got that thing going. Okay, so we still need the obsidian. You know, having this underneath this little overhang was nice for aesthetics and was convenient for the purposes of just bucketing out like water. It's really inconvenient when it comes to trying to fish pieces of obsidian out of here. If it doesn't fly into my inventory, then I have to get creative. Yep, there we go again. Oh, my inventory's full, which is why it didn't. That's also fun. Well, that won't be a problem for too much longer, hopefully. Because sooner rather than later, we are getting out of here. Alright, let's see. I hope the order doesn't matter. Nope, there we go. Oh, yeah. Just like that. 2 hardened glass. Good times. Okay, so 2 hardened glass. Was it 4 steel and then 2 tin gears? What's the best way we have for that? Is it just the... I mean, we have that option, but is that the best option we have? We're definitely not doing it that way. Oh, even if we had access to metallurgy and whatnot, we'd still be using 4 ingots to do it. Actually, looks like for the most part, it's fairly universal across all of those. Okay. That's good to know. Alright, so give me 8 tin, wherever the tin is floating around in here. I see the raw tin, but I don't see the smelted stuff. There we go. 8 of that, and then steel we need 4 of. We should be set. We'll grab the... That's not helpful. Grab the gearworking die so that we don't just end up making plates on accident. Okay, so if this works, we'll be 1 step closer to solving one of the big problems. Because if I can get the mods to keep track of this giant pile of nonsense, like of chests and inventory stuff for me, then, well, that'll be amazing. It won't fix the problem that we don't have enough resources to do any of the stuff that I want, but that's not quite as easy of a problem to fix. Okay, sticks. We have a box for that somewhere, right? Maybe, probably, maybe not. I don't remember at this point. Just like loose sticks in one of these things somewhere. Like there probably should be. Oh well. Got some random planks here, so that'll work just as well. Alright, 4 torches. 2 gold. couple of ender pearls, I think was the other thing. Of course we're missing a single ender pearl. Of course that's how that works. Nope, sorry. Missing out one piece. Isn't it fun? Never fails. Are we going to get that other ender pearl? Who knows? Maybe there's one hiding in my inventory. Or all the chests I have. Maybe not. Probably not, but... Did we have access to the warped forest in the nether? I don't even remember at this point. I want to say no. I guess the other option, in theory, I could just go and wander around and see if we bump into one of these nighttime. What's the worst that could happen if I do that, right? Wish I had the option to, like, hide... Well, I don't know. Maybe there is a way to do that, but I wish you could, like, hide specific, like, types of, recipe categories in JEI. Rice, eggs, carrots, onions. Do we have all that stuff? Actually, yes. Some eggs, some carrots, and some onions. Wait. We have cooked rice. But we need to just regular rice. There we go. That'll keep us going when we're out getting into trouble. Oop. Let me do that. I really do feel like there's some stuff in here we should probably be doing something about. Is that a true storage block? Like, will that break apart? Okay, it does in fact break apart back into just sulfur. Okay, so we can just use that to store this. Hopefully this works the same. Okay, yeah. That's actually from the same mod that the material's from, so. Don't know that actually fixed the real problem there, but oh well. Okay, we got some... we got a small health restore, we got a big health restore. Would kind of like just some small snack type stuff to munch on while we're wandering around. Don't have much in the way of... We have a little bit of... We have bacon. I think I have an idea. Let's see. Ooh. What's got laying around in here? Yeah, that's a pretty good time, bags. Maybe some milk just in case? I don't know. Better safe than sorry when it comes to that, I guess. Also could be useful if we decide to go to the disc and check in on things later. Okay. So, we have eggs. We have bacon. If I'm not mistaken, if we work really hard at this, we can combine those two into bacon and eggs. It appears we need to cook both of them first. Who would have thought? 7 of those. We'll take 7 of these. And what the heck? Put them in here. Don't have like a thermal like stuff box, do we? Should probably like make one at some point. Maybe that'll be what this is. I don't know. Got a lot of magic, random magic junk in it too. That's not a small amount of hunger restored. Oh, and that gives nourishment. That's pretty awesome. Another survival game where key to survival is harnessing the power of bacon egg. Alright, we got food, we got better food, we got weapons. We don't really have armor, but that's okay, it's fine. Where did my helmet go? There it is. Oh, right, that was actually one of the other things we were supposed to be doing something about, now that I think about it. Where did all that iron get to? Can I just be a little bit insane and just toss this entire thing into the induction smelter? Does not seem like it likes that idea. We can work the stuff in the induction smelter, but not as just a giant thing of, like, iron cubes. That's fine, we'll do it that way. Also, of course, as we're doing this, it's become daytime while I was working on all that. Can we not? What do we need for the catalyst for that? Assuming it's something else. Cinnabar, calcite. I feel like it's some stuff that I have sitting around somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Is backpack cleared enough? For the purposes of running around looking for Endermen, yeah. For the purposes of actually going someplace important, no, not really. Wait. That is not calcite. Darn it. It's whatever. Actually, that should go with all the other stuff that we're like smushing. Should probably not leave the back door open. With a pulverizer. I like that it took the emeralds out and I can't find an inventory space to put them back. I have no idea what I'm going to do with those splash potions. Probably actually fairly strong if I would use those at a good time. Like, I don't know what crazy fight we're getting into. Where I'd need, like, combat buffs and everything. Hopefully we're not doing that, because I think of the different characters I've played in Concatenation so far, I think this file is probably the weakest one. Like, I have some modded equipment, but it's really not anything better than I would have if I was just using normal gear. Aside from a few random things that are completely off of the pathway I'm on that I just sort of have from having, like, looted them or stolen them from someplace. Like this thing, which I should have been using before, but fine. I don't like using stuff like this because I don't have a way to repair it. Did not mean to grab both of those. Oh, that's what was in that spot. Okay. Yeah, whatever. That can go in there. It shouldn't go in there, but whatever. That is a lot of material. Works for me. Okay, so with that, we could do the thing. Get an anvil, finally. With something else I wanted. Anvil, we can actually do some maintenance on some of the better pieces of gear we have. Yay, now armor isn't immediately going to explode. You know, I was sitting there wondering why I had the leather armor on my feet, and then I was like, oh, right. Because it's leather armor, and we live in, like, just the worst place possible. Just, like, the most unhappy place in the world. What do we end up using salt for? I don't even know what that... Turns stone into limestone? I don't think that... I don't know. Wait, what? We could use... Oh, wow, that's really random. From Mr. Crayfish's Furniture mod. If we combine the salt and milk, we can get cheese. I mean, I think that's accurate to the process of doing that, but why is that a recipe we got and a new item from a furniture mod? What? Like, there's not even... It doesn't even mention, like a workstation or something from the mod that would, like, have a reason to give you that. It just is there. Weird. placed? I don't know. Uh, the other, or the multiplayer server that I was playing on, doing the other concatenation stuff, the livestock overhaul mod they have over there actually does have cheese that you can place down. I think one for decoration and two to actually like age it, so it actually gets more useful if you leave it out for a while. Cheese house. Now with all the other hundreds of mods we have in here, now I'm curious if we have other mods that are adding that. That is a pretty significant amount of items that are just different kinds of cheese. Oh no, there's a cheese block from Tinker's Construct. Why? Well, there's the beginning of the cheese house. Okay, so if you put milk into the Tinker's Construct melter and then pour it into the ingot mold, it makes cheese. So, I mean, I feel like we're leading on memes pretty hard here, but I feel like Tinker's Construct is pretty big into that. So we've just decided that no, cheese is not a loaf of milk. Cheese is an ingot. You do anything else with the block of cheese specifically? No, but that's probably fine. If you break it, does the block itself drop itself? Yes, it does. So we don't have access to that kind of technology here because the access to Tinker's Construct is even more strict than it was when I started, and I shouldn't have the Tinker's Construct machines I currently have. So we definitely don't have access to the melter. We're back at nightfall, so let's go out and get ourselves into a little bit of trouble. I also want to grab some lapis because I want to look at something. Also wanted to look at the enchanting books we have. Probably do need to nab a villager and try to convince them to, you know, do like some selling me some ridiculous enchanted books type stuff. Is like banged up pitchfork like the only weapon option I have right now? Well, there's the swasher. I guess it's better than nothing. I have a mending enchant on that, but I don't think we have a way to move it yet. I think they're supposed to be later. We got a pitchfork. We got shuriken. Pretty much all we got going for us. I have some arrows. I don't remember if we have a decent bow or not. He's already here. I totally blocked that, you jerk. Why can't I block his attacks? Run, 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 run. I'm assuming that means he hits too hard for the shield to stop it. Where did he go? Is he slowly being killed by powder snow? He is. You don't even get to turn into a stray. You just die when that happens. Unfortunate. Do I have another shield somewhere? Where did our friend get to? There he is. Hey, buddy. Shuriken. Oh. Yeah, I just can't block it. Well then. Oh, tell me what's up. Sorry, I was quite wrapped up in what I was doing. Apparently my little janky shield that I brought is not solid enough to stop the Nightmare Stalker. I guess that's not surprising. Yeah, see, the trick to that anti-stalker charm is that you need a Nightmare Stalker skull to get it, which means you gotta kill the Nightmare Stalker. Like, repeatedly. Which, I mean, I'm working on it, but... Okay, that gives me the shield, but... Not sure what's going on with the rest of my stuff, or where the stalker is in relation to us. Oh, wait. I see him. He's right there. Oh, and there he goes! He's in the powder snow! Suffer! How do you like it? Ah, that's unfortunate. Ah, it sucks down there, doesn't it? Now you know how I feel. Yeah, it sucks having your whole day ruined because of powder snow, doesn't it? That was cathartic, honestly. Nope, no skull. I absolutely needed that. Ah, today just got a little tiny bit better. Okay, what am I doing here? Where'd I get cut granite? How did I even place that above me like that? Okay, hang on a second. Yeah, I still don't think I got a skull from that. Thought it might be worth to go check out and see if we did or not, though. Okay, well, we were looking for... Oh, my boots broke during all that. Okay, that's what happened. That makes sense. They're leather and they were already damaged horribly. Yeah, if I... Actually, I think... I don't remember if I found... Oh, wait, no, we don't have that. I was gonna say, like, see if I could try and use one of the effects that allows you to add, like, the leather boots walk on powder snow effect to something else, but I don't think we have anything else in the pack to let you do that. So I was gonna say, it's like, oh yeah, I can go hunt some mobs and then be able to do that. And I was like, wait, no, that's an Alex's mobs thing. Uh, okay, so I need to be rather careful going back because I don't have the boots anymore. Okay, so still no luck with the finding an Enderman, but that's fine. Well, that's pretty easy to do. That like command item mod seems like a pretty cool idea. I like the idea of that. Oh yeah, and then I saw you did the update for the what is this structure command. Is this stuff going in here? Looks like it is. Leather? Got plenty of leather. I don't know if the Tinker's Construct boots can even do the walk on snow thing. The tanned tag, sure. Right, we can't do actual platings because that would involve metallurgy stuff that we don't have the tech for. So I could make like traveler's boots if I can remember the recipe offhand. Do I remember the recipe? I don't even know. Let's see. There we go. Using more illegal item crafting techniques. But yeah, I don't know if the leather boot or the leather Tinker's Construct boots let you walk over snow. Just kind of swap out the iron for whatever material I happen to have available, I think. Oops. Invar. Computer. We've got all kinds of weird material laying around. Let's see. What would be fun to make the other part of that out of? Bronze there actually might not be a bad idea. Like about it. Every time I click on that on accident, it shifts the thing I'm looking at. Yeah, let's see if it'll let us do bronze. Assuming we still have some laying around. There. Forbidden technique intensifies. Let's go. I don't think the actual armor value is all that high, thinking about it. It's better than the regular leather boots. But yeah, I don't know if it lets you walk in the powder snow. I want to go find out, though. At the very least, it's a set of boots that won't just break if I get hit too hard by the Nightmare Stalker. Oh. 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 We have a winner. I have an unbreakable pair of boots that I can use to walk on powder snow. Oh, yeah. That makes me happy. Continuing to use my forbidden techniques and knowledge of pathways that I'm not actually supposed to be in. Okay, well that makes that a whole lot easier. And the other thing that's super cool about that is because it's made out of more than one type of material. I made it with bronze, but I can repair it with leather because it's made out of both. The shaders are off because of previous limbo-related things. And I was planning to go back there, we just haven't yet. I wonder if I could, I wonder if there's a way we could set it up so that the shaders are just automatically turned off in limbo specifically. Because yeah, the visibility is real bad over there with the shader turned on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I imagine that's probably pretty technical. It's like, yeah, Purgatory looks really cool and ominous and creepy with the shader on, but also visibility is pretty much just as bad as if you don't have any light sources at all when you're over there. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to test, because I don't know if this works the way I heard it does, but I wanted to try it. Okay, no, so you can't enchant this version of the quarry. There's apparently one you can slap enchant onto, but this is not it. Okay, wanted to check that out. Nope, the solid fuel quarry is just suffering, just forever, apparently. Okay, so we had some other victories come up. So, we beat up the Nightmare Stalker again in something closer to a, like, actual out-and-out fight. Oh, that was the other reason I wanted the anvil and why I got wrapped up in all this. Because with the stuff we did last time, now I can repair my halcyon. Should I do it the other time? I'm not even sure. I'll leave it like it is for now. Okay, so we're now able to restore the number of times we can go in and out of the other dimension, which was something else that I wanted to make sure we could do. Don't have access to mending yet, which I would like to put on the sword, but we don't have access to that kind of sorcery at this point, so we'll worry about that a little later. What else were we doing? Had some stairs blocks that I had floating around earlier, but I guess those aren't really super important. Because what I wanted to do was pick a spot that we use here to go to Limbo, and then put down like a proper place marker for when we actually go there. How about like over here? I don't know how precise this is if I do this way, but I put it all the way over there. I don't know how to aim the portal. Ow! Oh, gosh. I also don't know how far away from where I started the other time this is. Are those my light sources over there? Yeah, okay. Okay, so I guess let's just establish about this spot as like the spot we use to come back. If I can figure out how to aim where the portal shows up anyway. So let's say this specifically is let's make a reference. Okay, we'll worry about the specifics and accuracy of that later. What I want to do next... Now I get to look at the shape my tools are in and feel kind of stupid. Would a good idea to bring more, like, shovels and pickaxes and whatnot? With things to make more shovels and pickaxes. We got like 3 different pickaxes, but they're all in like different states of disrepair, and we don't have a shovel. I don't really want to go back just yet, though. Oh, well, I mean, we were working on the storage scanner. I think that was right before you got here. Um, yeah, we have literally everything for it now, except we need another ender pearl, which was why I ended up wandering out into the woods earlier anyway. But we got Nightmare Stalker instead of Enderman, so. But yeah, I'm not super happy about it either, but there's not a whole lot I could do about it. It just ends up like that. Oh yeah, that's an issue too, but but I mean, that's... Some of that is just sort of how this goes. I have a pickaxe that I can repair. I have a pickaxe that has a fortune enchant on it. And I have a pickaxe for breaking obsidian. Oh, I don't even know where this one came from. I just picked this up like maybe an hour ago, maybe two. So that one, it was not part of the original equation. I don't even remember what happened there that caused items to drop. Okay, so this is shovel material. Surprisingly, without tools, this is about as riveting as it was last time. Now I've forgotten which one of these materials we're able to use to act as stone. Was it this one? Doesn't look like it. But I also don't remember. Oh no, that's the one we use for selenite. Wait, but that's... I'm just mixed up. I also know that we were talking about limbo berries before, but I forgot what I'm actually using them for. I remember there was a whole thing about me trying to figure out recipes and not going around in circles because I missed one of the recipes at the start. Chop up petrified log to get resin. And then combine resin with stuff to make all kinds of other random things, including a credit card. And then throw the resin into water to get blackened resin. Oh, right! The monster spawner has Enderman. The problem kind of works out and kind of fixes itself. That does not do a lot of damage. Okay, Ender Pearl problem is fixed. It doesn't do a cleave and it doesn't get damage. It's depressing. But it said it does 10 damage. Sure doesn't feel like it. Jerk. Maybe the Endermen are just, like, more resistant when they pop out of that portal? I don't know. blast resistance of the material out here is insane. Like, they blow up on just, like, open dirt, and, like, nothing happens to it. Didn't I just have arrows? Did they get moved in here? They did. I guess this kind of works out. Unpleasant? Anyway, we got one actual goal cleared, so that's awesome. I guess it's like a sub-goal because it was part of getting the storage scanner up and running. And where's the thing for the limbo berries? No, they're up here. Yeah, everything is just everywhere. Oh, thinking about it, I can't get into quite as many shenanigans as I did last time because the jetpack I did not recharge the jetpack while I was out running around. So we can't be quite as careless with just flying everywhere. I do not remember which one of these things I was supposed to be able to use. Was it this? Have we found this before? I don't think it was this one. Yeah, I don't remember at this point. I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't have any, like... I don't think I have any sticks or anything to make tools anyway. Nope. So maybe we... I don't know, maybe we take the W on getting the eye vendor. And then maybe we use that and go back, and then come back with a bunch of shovels and stuff. Because I wanted to keep checking on some of this stuff, but... I think it'd be much faster if we head back over this way and then come back with some better tools. Also, we can build the storage scanner so I can stop freaking out quite as much about all the random junk in my inventory and start putting things away. Okay. So if this is our return point, in theory anyway, and I don't know, what if I aim this like I'm trying to aim a projectile or something? Yeah, it's closer. That's a pretty substantial distance from where we started. I mean, we're not several thousand blocks away, but this is not what I want our return point to be. Man, trying to figure out how to keep locations consistent while moving between different dimensions is a little tricky. Excuse me, sir. Oh, is there actually like a bit of an inconsistency to that? I don't think I was following what was going on with that. A cow? Yes, yes it is. You in the tree. That's just silly. 30 times more coordinate dilation happening than expected. Oh! Yeah, okay. That I think makes sense. Oh gosh! Oh! Krampus henchmen! Back, demons! Back! Whew. They did take out the Nightmare Stalker, to be fair. Or not the Nightmare Stalker, the Necromancer. Krampus Storm Fragment. Didn't drop anything interesting. All they left me was coal, which I guess is not surprising because they work for Krampus. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know if I had that quest unlocked, though, for when they showed up. Knowing the way that stuff usually goes, probably not. Nope. Oh, yeah, I was just thinking I should go back and see if I just have enough snow laying around in my, like, in my boxes somewhere without even, like, shoveling anything. Alright, what was that again? Is it snowballs or snow blocks? 16 snowballs. There's 14 snowballs. Literally only need 2 more. There we go. And time. Oop. And my reward is my most favorite item in the whole world. More powder snow. I don't know where this is going to go. Yeah, I know I could just dig up the snow, but one, we don't have any shovels, and I'm pretty sure the snow just disappears if you punch it. And two, it was the principle of the thing. I've already gathered enough snow. I wanted to see how much I had just sitting around. I must have boxed up the rest of my like raw materials and stuff already. Oh, it retroactively gave me credit for that one. Okay. Um, inventory is full of random nonsense. Oh, right. Uh, grab those. Do that. Inventory scanner or storage scanner. Reduced power consumption. Oh, I need to plug this into RF, don't I? And since it only scans stuff from 20 blocks away, what if we just sort of inexplicably put it like up here? I have no clue what I'm looking at. Like none. There we go. Okay, uh, adjustable search radius. Still have no idea how to use any of this. Not up there. Wait, where did it end up? I know I saw it before. I've lost it amidst all the other crazy stuff around here. Wait, wait. No, wait. No. Star the chest. I want to see like a storage system. Okay. Um, there it is. Okay, I was on the wrong card. Oh, some of these aren't routable. Oh wait, no, that's just whether or not it's highlighted. But why are items repeatedly appearing and disappearing? Ooh, not that. Oh wait, if once I pick all these, I can just go back and then not that one. And then choose what was it, like all routable or whatever it was. We'll just grab all the chests and barrels. Can I guess the basket? Okay, all routable. Okay, so this is all of my stuff then. Like, all of it. Um... Uh... Oh, thank goodness there's a... Wait. Ah, I'm being lied to. That's fun. Open manual. Button does nothing. How fun. Why would you do this? This seems convenient, but also... Uh... Is... I don't know what's happening. I mean, I guess it doesn't technically matter. I'm trying to figure out, like, how to even figure out what it's doing as far as storing this stuff. Is it just putting it wherever? Is it matching with stuff that we already have in here? I'm not even sure how to tell. Oh, so... Okay, wait. So the storage scanner uh, can access all this stuff, but realistically, it's not sorting anything. It just puts the stuff wherever it feels like. I guess because it doesn't need to organize it, because it can just pull from everything. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, okay. So you don't really need to, like, worry about sorting the stuff because at that point, you uh, just have one giant searchable interface. Then I can click things in and out of there. That being said, why does it say that I have 35 in there? And then I click that and it shows 70. But doesn't look very highlighted to me. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, all that stuff is wherever it is, I guess. It has names for the items, but I'm not sure if that means I can actually use that for anything. Yeah, this seems like it's going to be one of those things where this is going to be really convenient once I figure out how to use it, which we're getting there, but we're not there yet. So there's the 82 chest. There's the strange matter chest. Wait, so I can't just say, hey, put this in this container? Hmm. Nope, it just put it someplace else. Oh yeah, I guess I could change the order it's putting the stuff into here, but from the sound of it, I can't, like, decide which things go to which containers. And it doesn't seem like it really makes any effort to, like, put things in any particular order or anything. So I guess I basically, okay, so I have access to all the containers at the same time, but that's not really useful unless I'm constantly using the search function, is basically what I'm getting. Because otherwise it's just staring at random piles of stuff. Also, it doesn't seem terribly intuitive to, like, put things in to the system from here. Oh, wait, there's export to current container. Okay, wait, so... I also just realized I checked a bunch of those barrels that have nothing in them, which is why everything disappeared earlier. Fortunately, I am not experienced enough with AE2 to understand that comparison. At the rate we're going, if you give me, like, I don't know, a month or two, I might have that figured out. We'll have to see how long it takes me to, like, blunder into that. Okay, wait, so... Now, if I... Wait, what the heck? Now it just sits down here? But only if I shift-click it into the... Oh, the chest is full. Okay, that makes sense. Um, okay, so if we grab something that doesn't really need to be in there. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, that at least is... I mean, it's still not ideal, but at least I can find things amidst all the different chests now. Okay, so I guess that means as far as like keeping my storage where if I just look in a container and I can figure out what the heck's going on, then I still have to just put everything in manually. But if I'm looking for a specific item, I could just go over here and say like, hey, like, where is the bacon? And I just have access to that. Yeah, or yeah, where the heck did I put my sticks? They're all gone. Or they're not in any of the containers I have selected, one or the other. Okay, so that is still really useful, just not what I was thinking it was gonna do. I mean, that's still really good, but yeah, like not what I wanted exactly for putting items away, but very, very good for finding the items after I do. So, well, now see, you were just talking about me being disorganized when it comes to that stuff. If I can put stuff away and I have an idea where the stuff is, or can look at it all grouped together, then that helps me be more organized. Also, I'm just getting used to having this computer screen here that is in charge of all of my inventory, so still trying to get used to that whole thing. Also, not sure how much power draw this thing is using up. Hopefully not much. But yeah, it'll be useful now that I'm learning like what I can do with it. But yeah, the usual thing with this stuff is, yeah, I get there and I'm like, okay, cool, this is... Wait, I don't know how to use it. Hold on. So I'm working through that part. Oh yeah, I saw it was talking about that you can just like remote access the system and then just have access to everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw the actually I don't remember if I had to have seen that quest at some point, but yeah, tablet. You know, as soon as the quest says that, my first thought is, oh wow, I wonder what else it can be attached to. You can also directly put a storage module into the tablet for a more fancy version of a backpack. That definitely does sound fancy. Modular storage. I don't entirely understand that, but I'll take its word for it. Well, with all this iron we just got access to, I guess I can make use of that to upgrade some of these chests so I can store more of whatever it is that I have in the same place. So if I grab this, grab that, and then do that. Hey, it worked! And those don't stack, so I have to go around and put them on stuff one at a time. Okay, that's fine. Boom. There we go. This is probably another thing that I should have done a long time ago. Oh, right. Iron chests, not iron barrels. Fair enough. I was not actually expecting to make that distinction. I imagine, well, yeah, I mean, having like a super crazy big chest would be a wild way to do that. But I imagine you could just make like a moderately sized chest monster with like gold or crystal chests. Okay, let's, I guess, bump up the AE chest. Because I think there were a couple more things needed to go in there. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you could just have like a room with just an insane number of just like regular chests in it, and then just have the like storage scanner connect to that. I am at some point still supposed to be figuring out the rest of AE2 and getting into its whole crazy storage system. We're not there yet. We're getting there, but we're not there quite yet. If I continue using my illegally obtained Tinker's Construct stuff to build some sort of digging tool. Let's see. Yeah, I am interested to see what kind of stuff I can get into with that, but actually, I should say, Mitemi, because you've done all this stuff plenty of times before. I'm warning you, that is going to be a slog for anybody who's seen those mods before, like watching me fumble through that, because I have never played any tech mods before this mod pack. So I'm going to be just tripping and stumbling all over everything the whole time I go through that. I mean, I'm going to be, you know, enjoying myself, but there's going to be a whole lot of me having no clue how anything works. Is there much of a difference between stir and grab? What? Okay, let's just go with the pick adze then. Tool handle, pick head, adze head. Okay. We don't have a ton of options. Because we're not even supposed to have access to this. Oh yeah, gosh, thinking about that, I have no idea how, like when like the original versions of Tinker's Construct even showed up. Oh, but yeah, no, thinking about that, like I have a little bit of experience with Create before getting into this mod pack. I actually had never even done Tinker's Construct either. I loved the idea of modular equipment, but some of the upgrades and abilities just kind of turned me off to the whole thing. Like being able to put together custom weapons is neat. The idea of being like, I'm in a survival situation, I'm going to eat my pickaxe to restore hunger was kind of not what I was looking for in a mod. 1.5. Wow. But yeah, the less completely wacky features of it have been growing on me as I've been playing the mod pack. Now I'm having a brain fart. Hey, let's use the thing that we have now. Oops, did I do that way? Wait. Oh. Oh, okay. Uh, Despite most other things that seem to work like that, the keybind for that modifier did not change. Most things that say shift click mean crouch click and not necessarily shift specifically. This one did not. Oh, unlike the double chest. Yeah, okay. Wait, where is the... Yeah, okay, so... There we go. Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so it's just counting the the double chest 2 times if I have both of them selected. Okay. Yeah, see, we're making headway. We're making that stuff better already. Okay, we need adze head, and then a pickaxe head. What are our other material options? It's basically just like stone and leather, I think. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, I don't think the two things would directly interact, but it would be real easy to just pull materials from the system to be able to toss onto the tinker's table. Let's just be lazy and make the whole thing out of stone. Okay, there we go. Potential new, better digging tool is unlocked. Maybe. Kinda, sorta. Also, just toss a regular shovel in there for the heck of it. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Although, I'm probably not going to go into Hermit next. I was thinking for this setup that leaning into the whole strange matter thing a bit more might be fun. So I was going to try and go from here across over into Temperance. I'm having a brain fart again. What am I doing? Yeah, I do like how we have like different options and like paths, and then the paths leading to like kind of sub paths and all that. I do really like how that works. Like, you know, it's like, oh, you've got the, you know, path, you've got the two adjacent pathways near the one you're in, and then, you know, there's also the like branching path between two of these and stuff like that. So yeah, having all these different directions you can go into, and all the options that comes with is really fun. Because yeah, I've been going through the base stuff from Hierophant, um, and then got starved for resources on a couple of the extremes at the end of the pathways. Um, all right, then this stuff wasn't here when I came through here the first time, so I have to go back and mess with those later when I have more resources. Did I manage to make that without? Yeah, okay. Chariot's not required for the Daradyne, right? But the more advanced vehicles do need it. Yeah, so I need to make the chariot if I wanted to make the engine so that I could make the airship, which is ultimately what I wanted to get access to. I'll probably still do that, but I might do it after the move at this point because that's a lot of stuff I'm going to have to climb through. Glowing gold blocks and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so since Hierophant works the way that it does, and since Prudence and the Strange Matter stuff is in between the two, I was thinking that I might branch this way and then connect over to uh, Temperance and do some stuff over there. But I am still a little hung up on the fact that we still can't make the research machine yet. So, we made some new tools to do some digging. They're not especially durable looking at it. Grab a bunch of planks and a bunch of cobblestone, and then we'll just figure out the rest of it later. Oh, right, that's still not soulbound. Where's my enchanted book for that? Because I have a anvil now, so I can actually do that. Oh, right, I don't need to look for that way anymore. See, look, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Boom. I'm making use of the new technology. Soulbound. Okay. And then toss the High Priestess in there while I'm at it. back over here, safe and sound. Oh, yeah, I got teleportation, but I actually don't think I understand what it is. Oop. Oh, okay. But then, wouldn't I still need the, whatever that block is? I forget what it's called. Oh, does it just let you teleport anyway? Anywhere? I thought it was only specifically to, like, the teleport, or the travel, like, block. Oh, no, it's just short-range teleport. Okay. Hmm. That could definitely be fun. Okay, yeah, so I'll definitely have to find something to put that onto. That being said, it's probably going to take me 100 years to do that, because I'm going to want to find something that I can either repair easily or that won't break in the first place. Yeah, I could definitely see that being like a get out of jail free card. Well, if you use it cleverly, anyway. Okay, yeah, so it's pretty much just like tools and weapons. So I probably just have to pick something either that's near indestructible or can repair itself, or that just has a really easy repair material attached to it. The broken rift blade, which already has the ability to teleport. But it can be enchanted with teleportation anyway. But yeah, I'll have to figure that out at some point later. Wait, so I don't even remember how it works at this point. Like, the broken rift blade, does it use durability to teleport? I honestly kind of thought it was like a single-use thing at this point. I'm not even sure. Like, I'm pretty sure I, like, had one for the perdition thing, but I don't even think that was on this world, now that I think about it. Well, see, that's the thing. I didn't think it had durability. I thought it was just a single-use item. Yeah, I haven't even gotten that far on this world. I did actually find pyrite this time. But yeah, I'll have to figure out what I want to put that on there. But yeah, I think access to teleport sounds convenient. Okay, I think we're more or less good to go back. Probably, maybe, sort of. We're not going to think about the fact that that's still a horrible mess. It's fine. Okay, so let's try this again. I still can't get it to actually land where I want it to. And considering the, like, the difference in blocks between this dimension and that one, that seems like kind of a big deal. Ow. Just leave it like that for now. Okay. Closest anomaly looks like it's over that way. Let's see if we can't find some shards. Feel like we're overdue. Which one is that? Is that monsters? Looks like monsters. Yep, monsters. Where'd the shield go? Hello, friends. Eat them just so the people that have better things that they could do with them feel bad. What the heck? That time it did a swipe. Ow. Yeah, this is going to be a nightmare trying to get through this way. Okay, let's see. Oh no! And it didn't even do that much damage to the monsters. I have no idea if there's going to be any reasonable way to dig under this while that's happening. Certainly doesn't seem like it. Oh, the pickaxe broke. That's new. Or not pickaxe, the pitchfork. Uh-oh. Yeah, this doesn't seem like it's going to work very well. Yeah, I do need to look into those, because I do have access to better materials for weapons. I would absolutely use the halcyon to kick people's butts, but I'm not doing that until I get mending. Like, yeah, I now technically have the ability to repair it, but I don't have so much of that material that I'm, like, content to just go completely crazy with just, like, throwing that stuff around and ruin the weapon, because, oh well, why not? When I think about it, I wonder. if I just close myself in under here. I think it was specifically corruptite. Yeah, corruptite. Which we have some of, but well, this actually seems to be working so far. I'll look at it. Mobs mostly seem to be spawning up there. Yeah, plenty of resonite, just not sure about some of the rest of this stuff. And I'm exposed and looking at my inventory, which is not a good combination. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely playing with fire. Info seems to check out so far. Not that I've actually found any shards this way, but the resonite seems to be showing up in that same pattern that I saw before. And so the shards would technically be mixed in that, if there were any. The trick is, whatever it is that's going on with this mod in my game, there just aren't many shards, like, ever, it seems like. I mean, we're dealing with anomalies and things like that. I figure that they don't make sense on purpose. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Figure out a way to, like, mark off the dimensions of one of these things from the surface. Yeah, plenty of resonite all up near the surface. Yeah, I think that's about all we got. What is the difference between corruptite and resonite? I have no idea. Well, except for the fact that resonite shows up under anomalies in any dimension, and corruptite only shows up in limbo, as far as I know. As far as an actual difference between the materials, no clue. Yeah, no, looks like we got nothing. Oh yeah, I do remember. I do remember seeing that. I did not know they could pick that up. That's fun. So the fact that I used wood for this actually kind of helped me out. Yeah, so that looks like I pretty much worked all the way around. I guess we're heading that way now. That's not muscle memory of having a sword or my main melee weapon on the number 2 weapon slot is very strong. Let's just put that there. Is that a great option? Absolutely not, but certainly better than trying to kill things by hitting them with a spider eye. See, we were talking about that last stream, and if I was convinced that there was anything more than like 3 or 4 blocks under one of the anomalies, I totally would do that. But I'm not convinced that there's stuff further down. I could certainly be wrong, but when I was testing it, the only stuff I ever seemed to see was like only like 3 or so blocks underneath the anomalous grass. Just have it automatically dig down the 3 blocks around the thing, and then just come back and pick it up. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea with like the quarry that, or the anomaly that has the mob spawning around it. It's not terribly helpful. It actually looks like I more or less, without realizing it, dug this one out the way that I would have done it now. That's a strange block to have here. Oh, it's because it's from that surface deposit and it just jetted down to the ground. All the way to Temperance through Magician and then to Hermit to get the 3x3 shovel. Clearly the most efficient way is to cross like 3 different pathways. I mean, technically, with Terrafriend, I'm adjacent to Hermit already, aren't I? Or do I have to go into something else to get there from here? I'm not even sure. Oh, yeah. Just a quick trip to Project E. No big deal. Just hop on over to Super Endgame real quick. I don't even remember if I actually mined any resonite that was here, but there certainly aren't any shards. All right, on to the next one. Wait, I thought the brick sword was like a operator only thing though. The like weirdly fast melee only skeleton is kind of off-putting. Holy crap, this sword sucks at this point. Oh, I put freezing on here. Neat. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, getting under the mob spawn anomaly is going to be tricky as usual. Whoops. For you. I'm going to live underground. Oh, wait. I was looking at chat. Holy crap, we actually found some. I guess that actually checks out. I literally end up gathering while I'm not paying attention, and then that's when we find it. What material does this need? It needs iron or better. That stupid... There it is. I forget what the mining level is on this. Can I use this on it? No, that's not good enough. Okay. Sad, because that has freaking Fortune 3 on it. Okay, we have the Fortune 2 steel pickaxe, though. Oh, thank goodness. We finally got something. Hey, we're knocking off, like, things we were trying to get accomplished here. We're doing pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I guess having Fortune on it helps you mine lots of iron? Copper? It's kind of weird thinking about it that you can't, like, you need a harder material to mine gold. Yeah, apparently if I mine while distracted, we get better RNG. I guess. I'm assuming that's what happened. I don't know. That's what I meant to do. Wait, speaking of, where the heck did the other tool I had go? Speaking of being distracted. Wait, what? No, now it's back. What? Did I throw both of them? I don't know what's happening anymore. Ah, that's where you're wrong. That's like the one thing I do have going for me. I don't give up. Other mints might, but not this one. Hey, look at that. In a straight line, which lines up with the other stuff that we'd seen. Goes down no more than 3 blocks. I don't do giving up. It's not my thing. That must be the outer edge of the thing. I really do wonder at this point in the long term if I'm just doomed as a content creator because of the name that I have at this point. I don't know, man. Chibidoki and Doki Bird both hang around and do stuff. In fact, I think they've hung out with each other at this point. Well, don't have the answer for that one for you. But then, I have to imagine that the answer to that would probably be that we don't have the same audience. You know the thing that's depressing about that whole thing, though, like that thing specifically, is I... Crap, how long ago was that now? Years ago at this point, literally years. When I was designing my VTuber persona, I looked around at the resources we had at the time, and when I was coming up with the name, I looked to see if there were other, like, big name VTubers that went by Mint. And I looked on, like, the VTuber wiki and some other places like that pretty thoroughly, and I was like, oh, it doesn't seem like I need to worry about that. There's only 1 or 2 people, according to the VTuber wiki, that had Mint in their username, and both of them had graduated at that point. So it should be fine. Thanks, Niji Sanji. You literally make everything worse, including VTubers' lives that aren't even part of your company. But yeah, Mint Phantom was doing some very different things when I started off. I think there was like 1 other person who had Mint in their name that was on the wiki, and I don't think they have come back under that persona. So How many of these do I need to make that thing? I don't even know what I need to make the machine at this point. Yeah, see that's the other thing is I could also potentially do that. People end up accidentally finding my clips because they're looking for Mint Phantom's stuff, and they end up finding me instead. But then, considering the way this sort of stuff works, uh, that may end up being all I need. You know, a few people stumble over that, and they're like, "Hey, this video's pretty fun," or "Hey, that thing was funny," or "Ooh, that's inspiring," and then boom, viewers from nowhere. How are we feeling about that anomaly? How many shovels do I have left? Just the one? It's in pretty good shape. Let's check the book and see how much stuff we need. Oh yeah, it's absolutely just slot machine. Like you're absolutely gambling when it comes to that stuff. But I mean, you know, there's the people that randomly, you know, the stars align and they, you know, take off and hit it big and all that. But there's also plenty of people that didn't do that and have had to stream for years and years and years before they got anywhere. And I don't necessarily mind being in the second category. So I'm pretty happy with just keeping at it until something happens and I get to move forward. And considering I'm now talking to someone on stream that I don't know in real life, which was not something that generally happened with my streams before, I think it technically means I'm already making progress. Uh, Trying to multitask and failing. Okay. Research machine. Okay, I can already make resonant coils, if I'm not mistaken. So I needed energetic shards specifically. Ah, okay. Honestly, I get it, but I also am like kind of aiming for that point. Like I want to feel like I'm actually gaining a little bit of momentum because it's kind of hard being in a situation where you feel like you haven't done anything. And I feel like I could work even harder if I got to the point that I felt like I was making headway. Yeah, but I'd rather gain momentum and then lose it than not have any in the first place. Okay, so we need energetic shards, so this is kind of non-negotiable. But there's no mob spawning around, so this is just a matter of dig and look around. I don't have a... Let's try to come up with some kind of system to see if I can figure out a way to mark the boundaries of this. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the kind of thing people are talking about when they, you know, people start in on the whole do the thing you love thing. Like, not that it somehow guarantees success, but it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, you're doing this because you wanted to do it in the first place, so even if things go bad or, you know, could have gone differently or whatever, like, you still would have really wanted to do that thing in the first place. feel like it's like, oh, well, you know, you were probably going to end up doing this anyway. So. Yeah, I mean, well, gosh, thinking about that, what was it? Even though I didn't keep up with the VODs, and it probably would have been even better if I actually had, but the first concatenation video I put up has like almost 1,000 views. I'm pretending I didn't see that. I'm totally excited about the fact that it's there, but I'm pretending I didn't see it. Yeah, my like first concatenation VOD has a ridiculous number of views compared to everything else on my VOD channel. Yeah, but the way I see it, if people were gonna, you know, wander off within the first few minutes, you know, or whatever, when it comes to, you know, oh, they stopped by, checked out the VOD, and wandered off, then if they came to my actual stream, they would have done that anyway. Because it would have been the exact same situation, except they wouldn't have had the option of, like, you know, fast-forwarding through to look for other stuff that happened. Oh yeah, the algorithm is, well, the algorithm is completely merciless, so there's not a whole lot I'm going to be able to do about that anyway. But I was running into the problem, and kind of still am. It's the reason that I have a secondary channel for uploading stuff that's supposed to have clips on it that doesn't, is I was stuck in the spot where I couldn't upload stuff consistently because not much that was clip-worthy was really happening. Oh yeah, I think we're at the point. I think we only needed like one. I was thinking like maybe I'll like ignore it for a while and maybe we'll find another like thread of them. Looks like we just had the one, but that also checks out from what I've seen so far, so I'm just happy that one's there. Okay, where did this guy? Ooh. Oh yeah, there's like tech upgrade equipment and stuff in Strange Matter, so that's an option too. I think I still need to dig down and look around a bit over here. Oh, we do still have stuff to make more shovels, even though I was somewhat unintentionally using them as markers when I was building. A couple more just vanilla shovels. That is interesting. do think it's kind of weird with the way this has gone that before getting to this point, there was so much resonite showing up when I was trying to find the shards that I've just kind of stopped mining it. I probably need more now, but like, I was at the point I was like, I literally don't need any more of this because it isn't doing me any good without, like, the other materials. But actually, on that note, since we are here, yeah, let's just take some of this stuff home. Yeah, the anomalous shards are the real prize. I'm still not completely sure I understand how their, like, logic for spawning works, but... Oh, man, so we got some, we got energetic shards, which was going to just be a straight-up, like, progression stopper in that mod if I didn't find one. And we got some other shards to make some of the other stuff so that we can just spend shards that aren't energetic shards. Oh, really? Is that how you're supposed to mitigate it normally? You just put down a lightning rod and it just draws over to that? I hope that is, like, the normal way you deal with that, because that's hilarious. Oh yeah, I know you can use just the general shards for most of it, but if I remember correctly, this part, the resonant circuit, you have to use an energetic shard. So I had to get at least one. Otherwise, the whole thing was a bust. The core for the computer can use whatever shards we want, but we needed at least one energetic shard or we weren't going to be able to make it. But somehow, against all odds, we got both this time. So... I mean, I'd almost complain, but the blue shard is also the one that ties into energy and electricity, so it's like, it makes too much sense not to be involved with that part. It's like, how are you going to run the machine without electricity? That's just silly. Alright, I think we are in a wonderful spot to head out of Limbo for a while, and call this trip a success. But, I mean, we wouldn't have had this success if not for the frustrations that happened last time. Oh, yeah. The shards definitely spawn under the corresponding anomaly type. Yeah, so I had to dig under the zappy anomaly if I was going to get that going at some point. I'm never going to be able to... Okay, right here is where I want it to go. Am I going to teleport into the wall of my house is the next question. Okay, this is where I wanted to be. That's where it ended up. So how far off do we end up from where I was supposed to be? Wow. Wow. Okay. Huh. Yeah, no, seems like we're still pretty far from where we're supposed to be. I placed it like 2 blocks from where I was originally standing, and we're still like 600 blocks away from home. GG. GG. I think at this point I'm not going to stress about the weird dimension stretchy thing going on. Like, I was able to get the stuff I needed out of there, so it's no longer, like, top priority that I go back and forth from there anyway. What the? That guy doesn't have a ranged attack. Who hit me? Bye! Not very good at this. Oh, soon. Soon, soon, soon. No more snow. No more snow, no more ice. No more cold and frozen ocean biomes. I'm finishing packing up. We're going to a biome where it will never snow. At least I'm pretty sure. Or even if it does, there won't be, like, powder snow everywhere, at the very least. The number of just random ocean monuments is ridiculous. Random wandering merchant hiding over here. Oops. Keep trying to, like, do fancy jump and, like, lead my shots and everything, and it just causes me to aim horribly and miss. I don't think I brought the emeralds with me, but... What do you got? Wait, you have... No, not the exact same stuff. Cactus. And rubber wood, which would be great to have, but... We'll worry about that at some other point, I think. Yeah, I wish we had the emeralds, because I would totally get that. Because, yeah, I looked at that sometime between last stream and this stream. I don't remember where I was when I was doing it. But yeah, I realized, like, the latex output, if I hook that machine that I have up to a rubber wood tree instead of a regular one, will get me several times as much. Ooh! I heard him, but it was too late to spin around. Take ourselves a quick nap. I was thinking about emeralds and tree mechanics and whatnot. Wait. Really? That doesn't seem right. Was I really that close? I can't tell. Okay, there's where I died when I was fighting the Nightmare Stalker. There's the factory that we should probably quadruple check that we're done stealing stuff from. There's some random bones. that doesn't bode well. Ow. Jerk. Hey, there I am. It's so much more depressing at that point. Like if my body was just laying on the ground, that's one thing, but just seeing me staring at me underneath the ice is so much worse. Okay, take that, put that there, put that back over here, get that back up. I can't believe we were like down the hill from the house. And that's when the creeper found us. That is an interesting question. Although on that note, I had a scary thought earlier because well, obviously I don't know how it's coded, but I think I almost ended up in a situation on a different world where I almost accidentally threw my book someplace I wouldn't have been able to pick it back up. And then I just had the realization, I was like, wait, if I do that on accident, will I get another book later? Okay, we're back from the world between worlds, or whatever dramatic way we want to put that. We need a circuit. What would the easiest circuit be? Probably still the, like, deficient? Do we have meteorite stuff laying around? I don't even know. Yeah, I did, like, just realize a little while ago that you can just click that and then end up in the book. But I like having the actual book, too. Me, it would not be hard for me to load up one of those other ones and just chuck the book someplace and then see what happens. I just imagine it being like one of those notifications from like the Telltale games. It just says like Eleanor will remember that. I kind of want to make a storage drawer for the limbo dirt now. I think if anything, that's where like that's where the hoarder stuff comes in. Because then I'm like, hey, I could make something useful out of that. You don't know. Oh, it's not gonna let me do that because it needs to be the same wood type. Oh right, I forgot about that. And now my inventory is all out of whack because I just keep throwing things in random places. But also, I'm apparently out of wood. Guess I have to stick with one for now. Does the storage thing not see the drawers? It sees that one. Oh, but it's not. It has no idea how much actual stuff is in there. I guess it's kind of the same amount of work either way doing it like that. Whatever. It's out of my inventory. Okay, what the heck was I doing? Need a circuit. Need more sticky redstone. Do we have stuff for sticky redstone? Oh, yeah. Okay. I think redstone was actually what I was out of the last time. Or sticky redstone. And we'll have 2 resin ingots. Oh, wait, I'm going to need to hook some of my other equipment back up. Charger. Oh, is that how that works? Okay. I have to... I think it's still reading the number wrong. Yeah. Where did... Actually, wait. Do you know? It might be in storage. I don't know where the rest of the rest of my AE2 stuff went. Well, it's not in there. But that is where all the lumber went. So cool of that box to just go launching itself into the next room. Thought it was in there, but maybe not. Wooden crank. Which should be here somewhere. But... There we go. It found it someplace. Okay, we'll just kind of plop that back down here someplace. And then I can continue to be upset about the fact this just refuses to attach properly. It just hates the idea. Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Also, do I have a second terracotta drawer? I might. The highlight thing doesn't seem to be working. Oh, I do. Okay. But yeah, that highlight thing is not working. Speaking of visual effects, though, we're back, so I can turn the shaders back on. Ah, everything is immediately much warmer. Yeah, that was the first thing I noticed is like the whole color palette was immediately way warmer. I hate that animation so much. Why does it do this? It's like this item just exists to upset me. It won't attach to the machine it's supposed to attach to, and the animation is completely wrong. Does it need a full charge? No, not that one. I already forgot what it was. Oh wait, no, there it is. Okay, so let's try that then. Resonant circuit. Oh, that is convenient. Wow, it'll pull from possible containers and from my inventory. Oh, I don't think I actually have the thing to convert between RF and AE. Or sorry, RF and FE. Okay, we got the resonant circuit. And we just need the stuff for the stabilized core, which means we need a redstone block, among other things. I don't even know where all that stuff is, but there we go. Oh, we didn't even craft that part. Oh no, it's gonna be angry about that if I do that. Oh, and we don't have enough of the resonant ingots anyway. Um, it really wanted to make that happen though. Okay, so 2 more resonant ingots, 4 resonant coils. How many of those coil things do we have? It counts 7. Okay, so we just need more ingots. Which, I mean, that's easy enough. Oh, just see if I could just plug the see if I could plug the charger into the thing directly without any sort of conversion. It's worth a try, just if for no other reason than just to see what it does. Oh, it is working. Okay. Okay, that makes this way easier. Zap. Zap. Super easy. Okay, so what's in it? The resonant core. How about that? Boom, just like that. And then research machine. Which now it says we don't have any of that stuff, including like the ingots and whatnot. But the ingots are right there. We are short a resonant coil. I think we have a petrified steak somewhere. It might be in my backpack. I'm not sure. Yeah, we do have petrified steaks. Okay. What if we got one of those? And slowly get more and more irritated by all this stuff in my inventory. Okay, I guess despite it having a whole conversion process, we can just plug it right in there and it just kind of figures it out. Very convenient for us. Yeah, I still think it's weird that it does that. Oops. Pretty sure we should have basically everything. And it disagrees. Oh, maybe it's just weird about highlighting things when I think about it. So it was like, you don't have any of these things, but maybe it's just because we don't have enough of that one thing. Why? There we go. We did it. We have the research machine. We did it. We can finally figure out what the heck to do about all these crazy things everywhere. Ugh. Oh, man. It is getting claustrophobic in here. I mean, I'm sure that trying to get ready for the move isn't helping. Was a hay bale, now it's a high-tech research station. I guess it hadn't updated, so when I told it to screw with the search range, it figured it out. I don't know what would have happened if I just hit the button anyway. Ooh. Instability, and they made sure to make the instability flux colored. I appreciate that. Got some research notes there. Oh, do we literally need to, like, use it on the... Ah! Ooh! What is happening? Is it just asking me to push buttons in a sequence? Okay. I guess I did it. Where's my... Where's my thing that shows I'm done with all this? I had a thing. I don't know where it went. Right, where the heck is my tablet? That's not the tablet. Tablet. Okay, so that was... I don't know where these are because I haven't had a chance to actually read them. Cognitive anomalies. Okay. Oh. Okay, cognitive anomalies. Understanding thought wells and anomaly phenomena that affect mental perception and cognition. Astounding. Cognitive anomalies manifest as thought wells that channel mental energies. These entities create localized regions where thoughts and memories can be amplified or manipulated. They represent the intersection between anomaly physics and consciousness, opening new possibilities for mind-machine interfaces. Oh yeah, anytime we have one of those big webs of like nodes and whatnot, I feel like you should be able to zoom in and out. Okay, that is sort of nice, but I don't know. I don't know if I understand what getting access to that actually did. Like, it didn't tell me how to interact with them or how to stop hallucinating whenever I get close to them. Spend all the resource points now. Okay. Ugh. I'm not even sure if I understand what some of these entries are even for. Received research notes for Reality Forge. Okay, so now I can punch that into the thing, right? Paywalled quest book. Oh gosh, there's so many things happening. Uh, uh, uh. I don't know what's happening. Oh, that was the one thing that was actually set up correctly, and I messed it up. Wait, why is it? I have no idea what's happening. 1 to 2 words does not do a great job of explaining a lot of these situations. Space. Correct space. I mean, I'm pretty sure that one's just adjust the picture so that it's not all glitchy, but the rest of these don't make any sense. Gravity. Balance. How? Balance how? Uh, Ah, there we go. I still not completely sure what I did, but oh, I'm still not sure I understand what's happening, but I think I did it. Ah, okay. That was very confusing, but I apparently did it. The ultimate machine that uses anomaly shards to create powerful and exotic items. Reality Forge represents the pinnacle of anomaly manipulation technology. This remarkable device infuses normal items with the concentrated energy from anomaly shards, transforming them into powerful anomalous artifacts. Through careful frequency alignment, it can channel the unique properties of each anomaly type into ordinary materials. Okay. Reality Forge operates on principles of resonant frequency manipulation. Place your target item into the main slot, then select the appropriate anomaly shard type. The forge will carefully infuse the item with anomaly energy, creating new properties and capabilities. Each shard type produces different effects on the infused item. But it doesn't tell me what any of those are yet. Rift Stabilizer. That sounds like something we need. Also, looks like something we don't have enough research points for. Oh, there's a quest book on top of having the tablet? Okay. Mm, Oh, your quest book, right? I was gonna say, I was like, that's weirdly thorough if they added 2 different methods to go through all this stuff. Right, I got so wrapped up in like random computer mini games and stuff, I forgot about the main quest that we were following. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, that's pretty much what I tripped over already. Okay. But this does provide us with a relatively straightforward path to follow through all this stuff. Okay, so we just got to the point of getting access to the Reality Forge, but we don't have one yet. Reality Forge can be used to manufacture many useful tools, gadgets, and instruments stemming from anomalous technology. Subsequent recipes require research to be done before they can be noted down through the research tablet. Yeah, okay. So now we just gotta see what we need to make the reality forge. More of the same, basically. So we are really omnomen on those shards, but this is what they were for. Okay, so need 4 more resonant coils there, 2 more ingots. But each of those needs a coil, or 2 ingots, so it's already 7. Got lost in all this crazy stuff going on. But we got so much done this time. It feels good. Also, super glad that you suggested me just throwing this over here and slapping it onto that, because it definitely is working. Yeah, I think I gotta call it. I gotta go out and take care of some real life stuff anyway. This was awesome, though. We got a lot of good stuff done. We managed to hit several of the goals that we were trying to before. Actually, wait, I'm looking at my checklist. Build an anomaly research machine. Done. Go diving for ores. We didn't go diving for ores, but I did go mountain climbing for ores before the stream, so I'll call that a win, too. Oh, yeah, we gotta look at the gadgets. Like, where's all the cool, like, crazy stuff we get to make now that we've done all this work for this? Ooh. Right, we don't have the research for those, so this isn't gonna tell us much. What about in the quest book, then? Ah. I see you didn't want to give us too much, like by doing that way. Oh, right, and then there's the whole Kismet thing, which is a completely separate mod, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually not sure how those two things are connected. Anomaly containment. Pretty sure that's something we want to look into, although that's like a multi-step thing. So I think now we definitely want to go back and start scanning even more of these guys. We definitely need more energy research. Yeah, let's go mess with the mini games a little bit more. Why not? But yeah, we definitely got to wrap up soon. But yeah, this was a heck of a session. We managed to get some of the things we needed out of Limbo. We brought back a whole bunch of useful resources. We gathered a ton of iron earlier, and we finally got something resembling like organization for the base resources. Uh, we won't talk about my backpack. That's a project for another day. But a lot of the things are moving forward, so it means we can probably start focusing next time on finishing packing up and starting the move. I don't know if I'll jump right back in the next session on working on that. I might do some stuff in between streams to try to make that easier. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Ooh, what's going on here? Oh, 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 okay. Oh, nope, nope. Yeah, there we go. Oh, nope. There we go. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Hey, if I'm if I'm still having fun with this all the way into 2077, then that works for me. It's Minecraft. I'm not here to win a race. Otherwise, I'd probably be playing with a lot less mods. Stasis projector. Extraordinary breakthrough! I have achieved what I thought impossible, the complete suspension of matter in space-time. By combining gravitational field manipulation with temporal distortion, I have created a device that can freeze objects in a localized stasis field. The stasis projector represents the pinnacle of gravitational and temporal anomaly control technology. Requires a gravity shard and a chrono shard? Huh. Not sure where the other one goes. Right, but we don't actually have the reality yet, so we can't build that yet. That's fine. By creating a localized gravitational well combined with temporal distortion, objects within the field experience zero time flow while maintaining physical presence. That's terrifying. So it freezes them in time. They're still there and presumably can be affected by things, but they have no idea where they are or what's happening around them. When active, captures one item or entity within range, suspends target above a projector, prevents item pickup and entity AI. Items never despawn, mobs cannot attack or move. Wow. Perfect for displaying rare artifacts or containing dangerous specimens. The applications of this technology are limitless. And then it lists two things. Showcase rare items in suspended animation with no risk of theft or decay. The stasis field keeps artifacts perfectly preserved and viable, or visible. Specimen containment. Safely contain dangerous mob without for study without risk of escape or aggression. We are totally capturing the Nightmare Stalker in one of those later. Would not be the first time I've had a Nightmare Stalker up for display on one of my Minecraft games. But yeah, we're making real progress now. So now we have more reason to focus on getting other research done. Oh, because we can actually do things in the mod now because we have the main machine. Well, one of the two main machines. But we have the one that turns research into like unlocks for the mod. So now it's just a matter of making the machine that we use to actually create things based off that research, and we should be good to go. Just need more energy research. Lots more energy research. In fact, a lot of the things that we're looking at right now want energy research, so they just really want me to go out and get zapped. But it's cool. I have my tinfoil hat. We'll be ready for them. All right, so I guess that's gonna be it. Um, Man, we had a heck of a session. We got a lot of stuff done. Look at this madness over here. I don't even know what's happening over here anymore. There's so many things hooked up, we can't even get to the machines we were using earlier. But this was a good time. We got a ton of stuff done. We made a lot of progress and had a great time. So, hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be streaming Concat again tomorrow. I'll have to see. Uh, I might also take a break and stream something else while I'm trying to get the other base set up for getting the move ready. Well, we'll see how I feel. But for now, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks everybody so much for showing up and hanging out. New people, regulars, lurkers, I appreciate you guys. We will be back most likely doing something tomorrow. Maybe this, maybe something else. We'll have to see. But yeah, thanks everybody. Yeah, we'll get the base construction stuff the next time we're on stream. Uh, but yeah, thanks everybody. I'll see you guys next time. Let's do this again.